Welcome back to What is School of Languages once again. In our previous lesson, I promised to bring you the active and passive voice. So kindly follow me as I give you the breakdown as far as active and passive voice are concerned. What is an active or a passive voice? Let's quickly have a look at it. A sentence is in the above. A sentence is in the active voice when the subject performs the action. The word active means action. So the sentence, when the subject performs the action, it means that it is in active voice. Example, Peter poured the water away. Peter poured the water away. Peter performed the action of pouring the water. Therefore, the sentence is in the active voice. You can see that Peter poured the water away. Good. A sentence is in the passive voice when the subject receives the action of the verb. Taking the first sentence, the water is receiving the action of Peter. So let's go and see it. Example, the water was poured away by Peter. The water was poured away by Peter. So here it is the action that is receiving the, here it is the subject that is receiving the action. That's why we see by Peter. So Peter is receiving the action. And you can see clearly the position of Peter in this sentence and the position of Peter in the first sentence. That one should tell you that in the first one, there's an action going on by Peter. Then the second one, Peter is receiving the action. So here we talk about passive voice. Now, changing a sentence from the active to the passive voice, what happened? It is only sentences that contain transitive verbs that can be changed from the active to the passive. Remember, we studied transitive verbs and intransitive. So in this case, changing a verb from the active to the passive is only transitive verb that can be changed. Let's have a look at active and passive voice examples. 1, we eat breakfast at 8 o'clock. We eat breakfast at 8 o'clock. Now you see that we is the subject. So we is doing the action, we are doing the action. But now in the passive voice, you can see that breakfast is eaten at 8 by us. Breakfast is eaten at 8 o'clock by us. Then number 2, the people searched for the thief. The thief was searched for by the people. The thief was searched for by the people. A reply was given to us by the man. We were given a reply by the man. We were given a reply. You know, in the passive voice, the reason behind putting this word into bracket means the by can stay like that. You can take it away. So you can say that breakfast is eaten at 8 o'clock, simple. Or you can say the thief was searched for. Instead of adding by the police, it's not all that compulsory. And we were given a reply, can remain as such. Our teacher punished the boy severely. That's the active one. The teacher is doing the action of punishing someone. It can be giving him activity or work to do or project to do. But here, the boy was punished by our teacher. The boy was punished by our teacher. Our teacher punished the boy severely. The boy was severely punished by our teacher. We shall buy the items after school. We shall buy the items after school. The items will be bought after school by us. The items will be bought after school by us. When the sentence, remember something. When the sentence is in present tense, in active voice, changing into passive voice, make sure that you maintain the sentence, the tense of the sentence, but by adding either the present participle or the Yes, the present participle. I hope you get it. Now, it must noted, let's know this. It must be noted that the subject which is in the active can be left out in the passive. I already said that. The subject which is in the passive, in the active, can be left out in the passive. What does it mean? Let's take one example of the examples above. We eat breakfast at 8 o'clock. Let's go to the passive. Breakfast is eaten at 8 o'clock by us. The passive here is the subject that is we is put into bracket by say by. So the by us can be taken out or can be left out without even adding it. So the sentence will be, breakfast is eaten at 8 o'clock. Simple. That's why you put by us into brackets. This has been put into bracket in each sentence. I just explained, so you can know the passive. Let's have one activity just to get better understanding. You're going to practice. Exercise. Change each sentence from the active voice to the passive voice. Enough examples have been given above so that there's no example. So there's no example for this exercise. Because of the examples on top or before you came here, we are not going to provide any example. You can refer to those examples. So let's go. I am playing football. The people finally made my brother chief. We were collecting children's toys for the hospital. I have found a bird's nest. My father has bought a car. These are the 5 sentences that we are going to put in the passive voice. Let's start. Are you ready? Okay. The football is being played by me. Have you seen? In the first sentence, we have I am. Am is the present. So in the passive voice, we say the football is being played by me. The by me can be left out so that it will remain the football is being played. Number 2, my brother was finally made chief by the people. By the people can be left out. Number 3, children's toys were being collected by us. By us can be left out. Number 4, a bird's nest has been found. A bird's nest has been found by us. By us can be left out. And number 5, which is the last one, a car has been bought. A car has been bought. The car has been bought by my father. We continue with the activity. My father has bought a car. So you say a car has been bought by my father. Now let's quickly read the sentences once again. The football is being played by me. The by me can be left out. My brother was finally made chief by the people. But the people can be left out. Children's toys were being collected by us. By us can be left out. A bird's nest has been found by us. By us can be left out. A car has been bought by my father. By my father can be left out. I hope you understand the passive and the active voice. So let me wrap up, or let me sum up for you to understand. In passive voice, in active voice, you can hear the word active. So you have action. The subject is doing the action. I am sleeping. I am walking. I am the one doing the action. Kofi is walking. Kofi is the one doing the action. But when you come to the passive voice, or Kofi is beating the ball, is Kofi doing the action. But when you come to the passive voice, Kofi is no longer doing the action, but Kofi is receiving the action. So it will be, the boy is being beaten by Kofi. And another thing you should note also is that the by Kofi can be left out. So the boy is being beaten, simple. All right, this is the end of today's lesson. I hope you had a great time. I entreat you to watch the video several times. Should you have any challenge, just go down the page. There's a question section where you can ask your question and you get replies. Subscribe to our YouTube channel, What is School of Languages. Thank you very much for watching, and let's meet in the next class. Do not be absent. All right? Okay. Until then, see you. Bye-bye.